So in this question, we've been asked to create a database for a mobile phone selling company, and this company stores data about their customers and products in their database. So the first question is to create the database called mshop, then create tables as customer and the product, and we have given a structure of these two tables. The first column is going to be the customer table, and it stores data about the customers like their customer ID, their first name, their last name, gender, and their contact number. Then we have the product table. The product table stores data of the products like the product ID, their brand name, the model number, and the price of it. And this question will be easy because we've been asked to insert the data in the graphical method, not the query method. So I'm going to my workbench application, and in here I'm going to create my new database. So I'm going to right click and hit create schema, and I'm going to name my database as mshop as mentioned in the question, and I'm going to hit apply and apply again, and this will create the database. So if I go to this list, I can see the database that I just created, and I go to this table and right click and hit create table. Now I can create my first table. The first table is going to be the customer table, so I'm going to name it as customer. Then the first column is gonna be the customer ID with a data type of varchar and a length of 10. Then the first name, last name, gender, and contact number. Then the next column, first name, then the last name, gender column, then the contact number. So if I hit apply, this will create the new table and finish it. And if I go here and hit tables button, and I can see the new table that I just created, the customer table, and I'm going to create the other table too. I'm going to hit the create table, and I'm going to name the table as product. Then the first column is going to be the product ID column, then the brand name, model name, and price. The data type of this column is going to be double because we stored numbers in this column. So that's it for this table, and I'm gonna hit apply to create this table and apply again and finish. So you can see the both tables here that I just created, the customer table and the product table. So the next thing to do in this question is to add this data into these tables. So I'm going to go to my Heidi application and refresh the application, and in this list I can see the database that I just created, and I'm going to select the first table, the customer table, and if I go to this data tab, I can see a blank table here. If I hit plus icon here, I can add new data into this table, and I'm gonna add this data into that table. So I'm gonna rearrange my desktop for easier view. So in the customer table, I'm gonna insert the first customer ID name, CUS CUS 001. The first name of that customer is Tilan. Then the last name, then the gender is male, and the contact number, and I'm gonna add the other data in the same way that I just did. So you can see that I've added all data into this customer table. So now I'm gonna add the data into the product table. So I'm gonna select the product table in my Heidi application and hit this plus icon and insert the data in the same way that I did with the last table. The product ID is gonna be PRO underscore 001, and the brand name of the first product is gonna be Huawei, and the model number is Y5. Then the price is gonna be 25,000. This comma is added by the software automatically. We don't need to worry about it. We could change the format of it if we want it with the settings, but for now I'm gonna add the data in this way. Second product is gonna be PRO underscore 002, and the brand name of that product is Samsung, and the model number is J7, and price is 35,000 rupees. So I'm gonna add this data into this table in the same way that I did previously. So you can see that I've added all the data into this product table, and if we move to the second part of this question, we have been asked to find all the customers. To do this, we need to use queries. So I'm gonna go to my Heidi application and go to query tab and write the related search query for this. I need to first write select, then the column names that I want to select from the table. I want to select the first name and the last name of these customers to find all customers of this database. Then I need to exactly select the table that I want to find this data from. I'm gonna select the customer table, so I'm gonna write from. The table name is customer, then I'm gonna end this query with the semicolon, and I'm going to hit run. So I've been able to find all the customers in this database with this query. So I can see all the 5 customers of this company. So if I go to the customer table, there are only 5 and I've also searched those customers. So if we move forward in this question, then we have been asked to find details of all products. So to do this, we have to use search queries too. So I'm gonna go to the head application and just simply search for the entire table. It will give us information about all products. So I'm gonna write select, then the star mark to select the whole table, then type from, then the table name, then semicolon, then I'm going to hit run. Okay, there's a error in this query, so I'm going to try to correct it. Let's see if this works. So the error of this query was that I put single commas instead of the graveyard accent. So that kind of small mistakes may make your query wrong and not give you the correct results. So now I've corrected this query, and if I hit run, it works perfectly. So I can see the all products and their information here, and if I go to the product table, I can see this all information is selected here. So our query is correct, and this is how we search for information in databases. So if we move forward in the question, then we've been asked to find details of a specific customer, which his customer ID is CUS003. So to do this, we have to write another search query in this head application. So I'm gonna type select, then put the star mark and type from, then mention the specific table that I want to select data from. Then I'm gonna type where to select any specific customer from that table. The column name is gonna be customer ID, where I'm gonna select the customer which his customer ID is CUS003. So I'm going to hit run to if this query works. So you can see that this query has worked successfully, and I found all information about this specific customer. We can see his ID name is CUS03, first name is Rao, last name is Kiriwatudu, the gender is male, and the contact number is here. And if I go to the table, I can see the exact same data, and I've selected what I wanted to select from this query. So that's it for this question, and we have completed all the tasks that we have been asked to do in this question. So we used some queries to find specific information from this database, and we have created 2 different tables in this database and used queries to find specific information from this database. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.